Welcome back to ITV Video Games, where we bring to you the best for your box. I'm your host, Darren, and right now I'm standing here with Noah, the lead game designer for EVE. Noah, how's it going this afternoon?
It's going pretty good.
Awesome. So you're here at PAX. Tell me a little bit about what you guys are doing for our game is at PAX.
We're showing off the expansion that we just released, Empyrean Age, and we got a lot of players in the booth doing PvP, blowing each other up, you know.
Now EVE, it's a MMORPG.
Yeah.
And tell me a little bit about the universe of EVE. Why it's unique from other games.
Well, there's actually kind of a lot of things about EVE that's unique. One of the kind of big things is a single shard, and that means that you don't have separate servers. And if you make a name for yourself in the game, you are notorious throughout the entire game. The other kind of really unique feature about EVE is that the skills, it's not a class-based system, it's a skill-based system, and the skills train in real time, and they also train while you're offline.
Wow. So now you can go in, and I remember EVE when I first got the box product a long time ago. You can actually go in and tell me a little bit about the character classes and or how you can develop yourself in the world of EVE, what you can actually do.
Okay, EVE is a pretty open-ended type of game. It's more of a sandbox than a theme park, and you can, the end game really is players build their own corporations, and then those corporations form alliances, and then you claim sovereignty over territory, and then go to war against the people who are claiming other sovereignty, and that's kind of the high-end gameplay. But you can we have a really deep economic system, like the crafting in the game, you could say, is we have these really long supply chains where there's unique resources that this is also what the people fight over, and so say you need to get some moon material, and then that builds in some simple kind of thing, and then into a more complex thing, and then maybe into armor plating, and then you put the armor, and then a sensor unit and all this other stuff, and then you finally build a ship.
Wow.
And if you want to be the guy that just makes armor plates, you can do that, And so let me tell you some other stuff. Mining, obviously, you can't have a space game without being able to mine rocks. And then the mission system is a really popular thing amongst players too. So you talk to the agents in the game, and they have you go shoot and stuff.
Nice, nice. Now, as far as ships go, I've seen everything from a small one-man fighter to large, galaxy cruisers?
Yeah, capital ships.
Capital ships,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So I mean, you start out in this, we call it the newbie frigate. You start out in a little newbie ship, and some of the ships are like virtual 2,000 kilometers long ships, like the really big ones. And so there's frigates, cruisers, battleships, dreadnoughts, and then the biggest ship in the game is called a Titan.
Wow. And how does one get? How long would it take for somebody to get a Titan? Is it something they can go on and I'm a newbie, I'm going to get a Titan tomorrow, or is it going to be I'm online for 2 years? Or
you're probably looking at about 2 years, and it's not something that you would do solo. In order to build a Titan, it takes the investment of quite a few number of players, and just because Titans are a little bit special. They're the biggest thing, and in order to build a Titan, you have to build it in a capital shipyard, and the capital shipyard sits in space that's PvP space, and your enemies could blow it up, and it takes a month to build one of these things.
Oh, wow.
So you have to defend that capital shipyard, or do it in secrecy, if that's even possible. And so it's a pretty big undertaking, and getting the first couple ones, was like a massive thing. And since EVE is a single shard game, these guys are notorious throughout the entire server. It's like, wow, they built the first Titan.
Wow.
And when the first Titan went down, that was a massive thing as well. And we actually put a monument in space, a permanent wreck of that Titan floats in space, and you could go visit the wreck of that Titan and see it, because these are massive, massive ships.
That sounds awesome. Now, how many players are currently online at any given time, and how many registered users do you have right now?
Okay, we've got about 250,000 subscribers, but at any given time, we have about a maximum of 40,000 people online.
Wow. And this is a complete 3D universe as well, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, XYZ. It reminds me of the old days of Allegiance when I used to play that, the Microsoft game, and then After that, support fell through. You know, EVE Online was next to follow up a year or two later, and
Yeah.
wow, I've just heard great things about the game, and it's excellent being able to interview and see you here at PAX.
Cool.
So we're definitely looking forward to that expansion pack.
Yeah.
So Noah, where can people find out more information about EVE?
You just have to go to our website, eveonline.com, and you can download the free trial. It's 15 days, or 14 days, sorry.
We're gonna hold you that extra day. That's okay. Noah, thank you.
Out of my paycheck.
Thank you very much for coming on ITV Video Games.
right.
It's a pleasure having you on the show.
Yeah, it's nice.
Absolutely. Don't forget you can go to our website, itvnw.com, where you can register to become an ITV VIP member, enter to win free prizes, and win guest appearances on the show. This is Darren and Noah with EVE, coming to you from PAX 2008. We'll be right back.
I'm attorney Alexander Ransom. Have you been charged with a DUI or faced any other criminal charges? If you're in trouble with the law, you need a trial attorney who's aggressive, experienced, and effective. Call today for a free consultation. The law offices of Alexander Ransom. I look forward to serving you and getting your criminal charges reduced or dismissed. Call today. The law offices of Alexander Ransom. Call today.